is Chandelier, keeping it real.
Hello world, this is Chandelier keeping it real. I hope everybody had a blessed weekend. Now today I want to talk about living your present into your future now. And don't let nobody steal your joy, your happiness, or what you set out to do in your life, your goals, your plans in your life, what you feel that is right for you. And if people can't understand that, then that's something that they gotta go and deal with within themselves. Being happy is all up to one individual. Just like being miserable or being sad. That's all up into the individual, because everybody can self-counsel themselves. Especially if they went to counseling for numerous of years and they find it didn't work for them, you could really self-counsel yourself, and it is very effective, because I'm going to break it down how you could self-counsel yourself. You could journal, get you some books, journal everything that you're feeling. That's called self-healing. You could meditate. You could light candles, while you're meditating. Take nice warm baths. Even you could go for walks. Instead of jumping in the car all the time, sometimes it's good to go for a walk. Exercise, loosen up your muscles, your legs and things like that. Even reading a book. If you're a person that like to read a nice book, or your favorite, show on TV or something, or just like alone time to yourself. Like, I need time out alone and just hear silence. Because I said before, silence is so good. It sounds so good. Just meditate. There's nothing but straight silence in your house. No TVs, no radio, no nothing. Just straight silence. And that's self-healing too. That's meditating, Because when you have people that's really thinkers, like they think too much and they overthink, and that's not good neither. Because then you get inside yourself. So then you got to separate yourself from yourself sometimes. And what I mean by that, you got to do something to distract your own self now. Like you could cook, or you could rearrange your room or something, or fold your laundry, even playing like board games. That's what I'm saying. Distract yourself from yourself so you don't get into your head and get too involved, because some people be thinking like out of the box sometimes, So sometimes you got to protect yourself from yourself also, because some people can be self-destructive and don't know that they're self-destructing themselves, as where they think that they destructing somebody else, trying to tear somebody else down. But what they're actually doing is they tearing themselves down. They might be tearing that person down along with them if that other person is not strong enough within. If you don't have strong inner strength, yes, then a person can tear you down. You allow another person to tear you down if you don't have stronger inner strength. Now, if you have stronger inner strength, they're not going to tear you down. But you can see the other person tearing themselves down, and it's kind of sad, like they think they're tearing this person down, that person down. All along, they tearing themselves down, and that's sad, because they're so involved in tearing this one down, that one down, when they're really tearing their own self down. Because 2 or 4 or 5 people have stronger inner strength, especially if you live in the godly way and you know of God and you know what God can do for you, and God can give you that strength, to overcome all that, and He'll take the blinders off your eyes. And when you know of God and you're in the godly way, you can see everything more clear. You got a clear picture of everything. So it ain't like nobody can really sneak up on you or try to mentally torment you or verbally torment you, because that's abuse too. But you have to stay strong. Even though some things may get to you, you never let the other persons or person or people or they or we or whoever, you don't let them see that. You know, you take it to God in prayer. And you pray for them. And you talk to God, just like I'm talking to you guys, you talk to Him. You let Him know, everything. Which He already know everything, because He knows our heart. He looks at our heart. He looks at the heart of a person. And He knows who heart ain't right and who got to get their heart right. Because God is a loving God. And He forgive us 30, 40, 50, 100 times over and over. So He's not casting nobody out. He desires everybody to get their life right and their heart right. And to come together and to love each other and stop being so judgmental and evil and conniving and vengeance on other people. And you do got some people out in the world that is their job to hate on people, to try and make their life miserable, because it's something within themselves that they got to deal with. They got demons within themselves. They're wrestling with themselves, so to speak, to try and get their life together. And if their life is not together, they don't want nobody else that they do love and do care about. Not that they want to be that way. They just so grudgeful hearted and so mad at themselves and so mad at their life that they don't want that person's life good, that person's life good, because their life is not good. I'm going to go tear this one down, I'm going to tear that one down because my life is not good. And that's a messed up attitude to have towards other people. All you have to do is get your life right. Why you want to wreck up your family member's life, or your friend's life, or your cousin's life, or your parents' life, your sister, your mother, your brother, your co-workers? Why you want to try and ruin other people's life, where they're trying to get their life together, their own self? Because everybody desires to be happy, to be loved, to be cared for. You can love your friends, your family members. I'm talking about everybody. I'm not talking about couples, family. Everybody want to be loved. Everybody want to be around each other. Everybody want to, do family gatherings and stuff like that with their cousins, with their co-workers, friends that they haven't seen in years, co-workers they probably haven't seen in years, Everybody want to be happy. And for 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 people or whoever in this world is going around just trying to torment other people, you're not going to get that far in that, because Jesus, God, and the Holy Spirit is going to stop you in your tracks, put you right on brakes, because that's not of God. He designed everybody to be happy, to love each other, to care about each other. And we know that's not true because we're not living in fairy tale land. We know this, and we know we got a lot of wicked, evil people, because when you're weak and stuff, and you're vulnerable, the devil can work in you. He only mess with the weak, the vulnerable, and the babies, and the people that don't know no better. Those are the people that he can get to, when you're vulnerable. Even the strongest person can be vulnerable, and Satan can come and work through them. So you got to be careful. Like, oh, I'm strong, I can handle this and this and that and the other. You're the strongest person, you think, in the family, or the strongest person in your friend or circle. Not necessarily true. The strongest person in the friendship or in the family can get weak and get vulnerable. And that's when the devil can ease his way right in there and have you doing things and saying things to people that you would normally wouldn't say. You don't have to be an alcoholic, a drug addict, a needle pusher, a pill popper to have your life disrupted. You could be a normal person, never had a drink or drug in your life, and your whole life will come tumbling down on you, and you will start doing reckless things that you ain't never did. You could be a normal person. Go to work every day, maintain your family, and boom, something just happened. A dark cloud will come over your life, and you just start going out there doing stuff and saying things, and not only wrecking your life, wrecking other people's lives, to where you need some type of intervention, or you need some self-care, and put yourself on brakes and take a look at that man in the mirror and say to yourself, you got to get it right. Because not only are you destroying yourself, you're destroying other people around you that you care about, and people that care about you. So while you doing that, you got to really read yourself. Open your book up and read your book and tell your story. You know? Everybody got a book that they got to read about their own self and get themselves together. That's why I said everybody got to start their life off, in the present and try and be happy. We're not saying everybody got to be happy every day, everything is jolly and stuff, because everybody sometimes, wake up maybe not feeling physically well, or they tired, or they might have a little sad day, maybe a little depressing day. They need maybe a little pick me up, go take a walk or go take a drive, or speak to someone on the phone or FaceTime somebody, because you really can't go and visit now because of coronavirus, but you could still talk on the phone. If you don't want to talk, you could text, you could FaceTime. At least you could see the other person on your phone or on your computer or whatever type of technology you got in your home. You always got to have some kind of contact. You could talk to people if you're not feeling good, you're a little under the weather, or you feel that, the world is against you, because some people feel like that, like the world is against them, and just talk to each other, and maybe talking to that person or brighten your day for that day. Because everybody now, you got to live each day, minute, hour, second, like it's your last now. Because we don't know the minute, hour, or second, I'm not even talking about Jesus, God, and the Holy Spirit coming back, because we know they coming back. We talking about with this coronavirus. You don't know each time we step out of the house just to do laundry, or pick up some items at the store, you can catch it just that quick. You catch that coronavirus. So everybody need to live their life like it's their last, and stop being so mean, hateful, and grudgmental. Live for your present now to get to our future. We in 2021 now. Today is, this is January. We in January now. And this is like almost the end of the month. Today is the 28th of January. So we don't know what this year going to bring, and everybody should be coming together, loving each other. You don't have to be physically with each other. That's how people is still getting sick. That's how people is still getting sick. And it's not right to go around spreading it, even though you don't know if you got it or not, because you might be symptomatic, and you're spreading, you're passing it along, But everybody got to be careful with that. Just live your day by day and just live in the present. Let's live in the now. Let's try and be happy. It's going to be some bad days, some good days, some sad days, some happy days, but we all get through it. You're going to have little arguments with family members, a little argument with your husband or your boyfriend or your wife or your girlfriend, even with your adult kids, but everybody get over that. You don't turn a little ant mountain into a big old mountain trying to make it something bigger than what it is. We can overcome all that. We in the new year. Like they say, Happy New Year. But how happy is it? How happy is people? Because a lot of people can put on the front like they happy. Everybody can act jolly all the time, but you don't know what that person is dealing with for that day, because we living in the now. I can speak for myself. I'm living in the now. I'm living for today, because I don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. I'm not in tomorrow. I'm today. So I'm living today, because it's 2:50, so we're in the afternoon now. So we got the whole day ahead of us. So we don't know what's going to happen today. Today is not finished. So we just living today, hour by hour, minute by minute, second by second. But everybody should do the same. That's just my advice. That's what I do. And with this, I just want everybody just to have a blessed day, and just embrace each other and love each other, and just live in the now, live in the present, for your future. And with that, I've talk to y'all later, and I'll be putting up more talk videos. I just wanted to get one out for January, so Hope y'all enjoy this. Whoever tunes in, take what you can use from my talk videos, and whatever you cannot use, just leave it there. And I love you all. And I'll talk to you again, world. Love you. Bye. And this is Chandelier, and I'm keeping it real.